Ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something, brother.
It's Talk Wrestling Live with Felix The Cat Katlovski
and Gemini Joe.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
We heard rumbling. No, we heard rumors. Oh my God, 5150 at LAX.
Listen live on Mondays at 4 p.m. on NorthCoastUnderground.com.
And follow us on Twitter at TWL 24/7.
I'm in no mood for your wise crack. Let's get it on.
And this is Felix The Cat Katlovski on Talk Wrestling Live. You're listening to NorthCoastUnderground.com, where the underground starts with you. And we got a lot of news to get started today. Let's kick off with the WWE Mount Rushmore report.
And now it's time for the Mount Rushmore report here on Talk Wrestling Live. All the news from the kings of sports entertainment, WWE.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
So this is Felix The Cat Katlovski back at it with the WWE Mount Rushmore report, and usually Gemini Joe is covering this part of the show, but he's not here today. He's on assignment. He's covering another sporting event here in the Cleveland area, but we hope to get him back and hopefully get his 2 cents on Royal Rumble and Takeover from Phoenix, which already happened not too long ago. But I don't have that much to cover about WWE. There is one thing I wanted to mention. I was happy that they took the initiative to have a halftime heat edition during the Super Bowl halftime. So if you're a football fan, you're probably going to watch the Super Bowl. You might not want to watch the halftime stuff. I mean, if you're not interested in Maroon 5, seeing those performers, maybe you do listen to them, I don't know. But if you're a wrestling fan, chances are maybe you're not really a fan of Maroon 5. So WWE did have the option, and they put it out there, and they had a halftime heat show. Everybody remembers Sunday Night Heat back in the day, that memorable empty arena match between The Rock and Mankind. And this was good to see that WWE made the attempt to make a halftime heat show because, I mean, think about it. Impact Wrestling could have done it. So many other wrestling companies could have done it. You have that momentum. You know that so many people are going to be centered around their TV sets watching the Super Bowl. And again, like I mentioned, some people, they're going to watch that halftime show with Maroon 5, and some people could care less. So putting it out there, WWE made a good option. They made a big decision to put halftime heat out there. Impact Wrestling, like I said, they could have done the same thing, but they chose not to. They did have a Twitch special. They decided not to take advantage of all those viewers already knowing they're going to be sitting there watching the Super Bowl. And it was a missed opportunity, in my opinion, for Impact Wrestling and for a lot of other wrestling companies. But WWE, they knew what to do. They took to their WWE network, they took to social media, and they aired this special halftime heat edition. And the match that we saw take place was Aleister Black, the Velveteen Dream, and Ricochet taking on NXT's newly crowned North American champion Johnny Gargano, the NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa, and Adam Cole. A lot of chants for Johnny Halftime, they called him. Sometimes they call him Johnny Wrestling. Now we're hearing Johnny Halftime. In the end of this match, though, the winners came out to be Velveteen Dream, Ricochet, and Aleister Black via pinfall. It was Ricochet hitting that 450 splash and then that purple Rainmaker by the Dream, and that's what got the victory for that match. Now, I didn't watch this, but the fact of the matter is, a lot of wrestling fans, they had options that night. If you didn't feel like watching Maroon 5, like I said, because I know I wouldn't have wanted to watch them, wrestling was an option for you. And what better way to do that, to capitalize on that publicity, than the WWE taking advantage like that? So I don't really have much to report besides that as far as the Mount Rushmore report is concerned. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. And we hope you tune in next week when we talk about more Impact Wrestling and we talk about WWE and whatever else is in the news. Hopefully Gemini Joe will be back and he'll have a lot to cover as well. So this is Talk Wrestling Live on NorthCoastUnderground.com, where the underground starts with you.
You've been listening to Talk Wrestling Live. Listen live on Mondays at 4 p.m. on NorthCoastUnderground.com.
And follow us on Twitter at TWL 24/7.
Goodbye and good night, bad.
Rest in peace.